But without further ado, I would like to welcome Sally North, WorkSafe Commissioner, to come and provide some opening comments. Sally has actually been the Commissioner since September 2023, but was formally appointed in July of last year. However, she's got more than 20 years' experience with WorkSafe, working in various roles, and is absolutely committed to workplace health and safety, values the opportunity to make a difference in the community through WorkSafe's education and compliance programs. I'm not going to read everybody's bios. They're in the brochure that was sent out prior to the session. But Sally, if you'd like to join us and provide some comments, that would be most appreciated.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Really pleased to see you all here. Thank you for coming along, to those in the room, and thank you for joining online for our online audience. Also would like to thank in advance our presenters and our AV team. I would also like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Ngadji people of the Noongar Nation, and I'd like to pay my respects as well. And I acknowledge their continuing culture and continuing contribution in this region. It really is a pleasure to be here in the Central Wheatbelt. Beautiful day today, lovely and crisp. And, you know, it's important for Western Australia that we do have a strong rural economy. It contributes to our critical food and fibre production. And I think it's a beautiful part of the state with its granite outcrops, the wildflowers, the animals, the big skies, open spaces, and it's certainly a fabulous place to live or to visit, and I certainly do visit here periodically. As the Work Health and Safety Regulator, the WorkSafe Commissioner, I would really love to see all of our Western Australian businesses thriving and productive. And part of running a successful business is risk management. So risk management, identifying what could go wrong, taking action to take steps around reducing the likelihood of those events or how to mitigate the harm if those events do occur, is a really important part of managing. And part of that is looking at work health and safety risk management. So whether you do have a small business, in which case your own well-being and that of your small team is really critical and paramount to delivering the work, or whether you're part of a larger business, work-related incidents or harms can have a really severe impact on your business continuity, with both direct costs of lost productivity, potentially higher insurance or fines, and indirect costs from reputational damage. Work health and safety systems are sometimes seen as a costly overhead, but by consulting workers on practical controls and really integrating safety into normal work planning so that it's not an add-on, but it's an integrated part of everything you're doing, the systems can be both lower cost and certainly cost effective in terms of risk reduction outcomes. Unfortunately, agriculture does remain among the industries that experience the most work-related deaths on a per-person basis, and WorkSafe does see agriculture as a high priority area. This is why previous WorkSafe Commissioner Darren Kavanagh instigated an independent inquiry into safety in agriculture in 2022, and the report and the department's response were published in 2023. WorkSafe has addressed the recommendations from that report where they're within our remit, and I'll just run through a few of the things that we've done in response. So we have provided additional reporting on fatal incidents in agriculture, and I think it was very recently, within the last week, that an updated report's been released on that topic. We've developed a specific page of the WorkSafe website for agriculture to make it easier to find resources. We've developed the First Steps for Farm Safety Guide, which provides a practical how not to in terms of some of the common hazards. We've been running a monthly column in the Farm Weekly paper. Improved our presence in terms of WorkSafe's field days and other events where we can get out and meet people from the sector, answer questions and